So today we are going to be doing something very, very special. I might not be able to say this with a straight face, but we will be unboxing my love ring. Yeah, I promise you it's called the love ring. It is a selection of rings that sit within the love collection from Cartier. They obviously do the bracelets, they do the rings, they're now doing earrings. It's a whole thing in Cartier. But this particular ring I have had my eye on for a little while. I really want the bracelet to go with it. However, I will have to wait until next year to be able to do that. I did try it on when I went in for the ring because I wanted the ring and the bracelet to kind of complement each other. So it just helped me kind of put the two together, decide what I wanted, so on and so forth. But yeah, basically I picked up the ring and we're going to be unboxing this together. Now, before we get into the unboxing of the actual ring itself, I just want to talk about my experience of going into the store, trying on a few pieces, and then eventually making my purchase. So I went down to the store on Orchard Road, which is in Ion, on Saturday night. I ended up not getting the ring that night because the queue was horrific getting into the store. Obviously, with social distancing and everything else, it just made it a bit more difficult to get in as quickly as I would have liked to have done. Considering I had a dinner reservation, I didn't really want to kind of put pressure on myself to be going into a store like Cartier and rushing through the process, not enjoying it, and then maybe feeling afterwards like, just spent all that money and I didn't really get what I wanted out of it. Not just the purchase, but the whole experience of going into Cartier. So I decided to come out of the queue. We went for dinner. I had the kids with me as well, so they don't want to stand in a queue and wait for mummy to go into a jewelry store and all that. It's just not fun for them. So Saturday night came and went. We had dinner. We had a great night. It was really nice, and I just thought I'm gonna save myself and I'll do it again another day. So Sunday night came around and I decided to go down to Marina Bay Sands shops. I just thought, knowing the shops and the way that the mall operates, it's going to be easier to get into the stores that I want to, particularly Cartier. So I went down and lo and behold, no queue. I walked straight in. I had a very nice sales assistant attend to me. He pulled out all the rings. I was trying all the colors. I tried the silver, the gold. I tried the rose gold. I even tried the ring on with the bracelet that I'm looking for. I just tried everything on. So I knew that I was making the right selection, and the whole experience it was fabulous. It was what I wanted, which I knew I wasn't going to get on Saturday. So kudos to the team down at MBS. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience. It was just nice to be experiencing that type of service, particularly in a store like Cartier. So kudos to you. 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed that. Let's get on with what you actually came here for, right? You came here to unbox my love ring. Admit it, that's why you're here. So let's do that. Let's do this. So with any purchase from Cartier, obviously it comes in the Cartier bag, which is the iconic red with the gold branding on it. Beautiful little bag, definitely going on my shelf. I have a few from Chanel. I've got a box from Louis Vuitton. I've got, you'll probably see in the back here, I've got a few other bits and pieces. There's a Chanel up the top here. But I do tend to keep the nice bags and put them out for display. So this is probably going to be one of them that goes out for display. But yeah, it's the iconic red, beautiful. Screams expensive. So in the bag itself, the first thing that I'm going to pull out is the receipt. So this is how my receipt came. It's got the Cartier embossed at the bottom. It's got the sort of logos on the top. It tells you where all of the stores are in Singapore. Pretty basic, to be honest with you. But my receipt is in here. It tells me what I purchased and how much the purchase was for. So keep this safe just in case you get home and you decide you want to change the item that you bought. You want to change the size of the ring, whatever the case may be. Keep a hold of this like anything else. Keep it safe. If you can, take pictures of your receipts, because sometimes, particularly in Singapore and obviously over time, the receipts do tend to get a bit old, a bit faded and hard to read. But again, just make sure you have this somewhere safe. The second thing that you get in the bag is this. This is your card of authenticity, or authenticity card, whatever way you want to call it. But that's basically what this is. So inside, it has got, again, the beautiful sort of red envelope And inside here, it has got the certificate of authenticity. So it gives you the details of what you've purchased, the date you purchased it, the individual serial number, and it's obviously stamped by where you've purchased the item from. So again, keep this safe. If you ever want to resell your item, you will probably need this. But again, like your receipt, just keep everything safe. So the ring itself. The ring itself comes in a beautiful red sort of ring box. So this is like the outer ring box. It's literally in the iconic red with Cartier on the front. Nothing different from what we've seen before, but this is basically the outer packaging for the ring. So the top just comes off like so, okay? My box has got a little lip here. I can't say it without laughing. Okay, let's just park that for now. Just be clear, my box has a flap. Yeah, it does. Right, okay. Moving on swiftly. So my ring box looks like this. I have seen a few different designs floating around, but mine basically looks like this. It has got the little button on the front which you push and the box pops open. Okay, so this is the ring that I went with. It is the 18 karat gold love ring. And it does not have any diamonds. It doesn't have any garnet or anything else in it. It is just the plain branded, no frills attached Cartier love ring. Now, I actually went for the smaller size in terms of the width. I did try the thicker one on. It was a bit too chunky for my liking. My fingers, to me, are quite slim, and I wanted to keep the whole sort of slim feminine look on my hand. So I went with the thinner size. I also want the love bracelet in the thinner size, and I just thought the two would complement each other. Personal choice, it's just my decision making, but that's how I kind of thought about it. I did try the rose gold and the white gold as well. The rose gold, the difference between the rose gold and the gold wasn't very much, but I had read in some of my my kind of like reviews that I've been watching and the research that I've done, that the rose gold does tend to go a little bit more yellow. So I thought rather than go through that whole process, let's just go for the yellow gold. So yeah, that was my process of thinking and why I went for this color. Now, the one thing that I want to just clarify here is that a lot of other people have been reviewing the rings and saying that the thicker ring is not necessarily a wedding ring. The thinner ones definitely are, blah, blah, blah. To be honest with you, don't base your decision on whether it's a wedding ring or not. I have read reviews, I have asked the sales assistant, I have gone on Cartier's website. Even the thicker band that doesn't say when you click on it, the love ring wedding band, if you read the description, still says it's a wedding ring, dude. Okay, so don't base your decision on that. Base your decision on what you want and what makes you happy. Don't base it or sway yourself on people's hearsay. Go and do your research, okay? Now, what I would say as well is my experience in the store with my sales assistant was particularly good. I tried different rings on, I tried different sizes, I tried different bracelets. Basically, he allowed me to create the look that I wanted with my starting piece being the ring. So he was very helpful, very good. Do make sure that you spend the time to ensure that whatever you're purchasing or what you're thinking about purchasing is right for you, and your sales assistant is not pushy or pressurizing or anything like that. So the ring itself actually just comes out the box like that. The ring does have Cartier sort of in the inside. It says it's Cartier. It tells you the size. I went for size 57 because it's going on this finger. I did get them to size up the finger for me, so all of that was done. It gives you the authenticity code, like the serial number as well, which ties back to your paperwork. So basically everything fits together, which is what you would expect from a brand like Cartier. In all honesty, that's my expectation is basically that. So the ring just goes on like so. With my fingers, You might not be able to tell so much here, but I do have what they call knots and string, particularly with that one. So my base of my finger here is a little bit slimmer than my knuckles. So the ring does move around a little bit, but it's quite hard. I mean, I'm giving that a bit of a tug. It's hard to get it over the knuckle. So this is why I'm saying, just make sure you spend the time in the store, make sure that your sales assistant sizes you up. You try a few different sizes on, really make sure that the feel that you've got is what you're wanting. So yeah, that's the ring when it's on. Very cute, very dainty. It just does what I want it to do. I love it. And I have read as well, some people saying that the logo, like the love branding, the logo, is a little bit more difficult to see on the thinner one, which in all honesty, it will be. I'm not looking for a big neon sign that says, look what I've got. I wanted something that was for me. So again, it depends on what you're looking for, but for me, I don't base my decisions on other people's kind of views. I take it into consideration, but you know, just make sure that you're doing it for you. The other thing that I did get in the bag, which I didn't realize at the time, was a little travel pouch. So he must have slipped it into my love box when I wasn't paying attention. But it's a little travel case for your ring. You don't necessarily have to use it for your Cartier ring. You can use it for something else. But these are really handy if you're traveling and just want to keep your expensive jewelry in your handbag while you're traveling. So yeah, really, really helpful. Didn't know he'd given me that. Thank you very much. Will come in handy, I'm sure, at some point in time. So yeah, there you go. That is basically the ring. So yeah, I think what I would say is do make sure you spend the time, do your reviews, have a look on the websites, you know, just do your research and make sure that whatever you're purchasing is what you want, and that if you're going to spend the money, it's something that you're going to get your use out of. I just think that if you're going into these types of stores and spending money, be happy with it. But yeah, there you go. It was a really great experience. I love the ring. I just think that it's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. I'm really pleased that I went down to the Marina Bay Sands store and obviously didn't queue and everything else. But yeah, so thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. If you do feel like subscribing, the little button will either have been or is here at the moment. If you want to watch another one of my videos, the link will come up here. But yeah, thank you very much. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you all again soon. Bye. Bye bye.